Hi guys, welcome. It's a full house today. It's a full house. Yes. I'm just going to show you everyone on board, the gallery of speakers, everyone. Show your face, guys. Show your face. Show the lovely viewers. They want to meet you. They want to meet you, guys. Can you share your video? Forward, 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 forward. Forward. Matomola is here. Rag is here. We have Vivian. We have Chester. We have Andrew. We have Juva. We have Frederick. Yes, guys. We have Mulima. Welcome, guys. We are here. We are talking about the topics. We are trying to get more organized. So at the beginning, we'll be displaying our topic. So this is what we are talking about today. Matomola, would you like to come in and open the floor? Welcome, everybody. Okay, since Mr. Matomola is not ready, Mr. Mwansa, would you like to come in and welcome everybody to our show today?
Thank you. Good evening, Zambia, and good afternoon, that side, ma'am, California, America. Good to see you people, and good evening to everyone on the panel. It's a wonderful day today, a blessed day in the country, Zambia, including America, since we've got our beautiful mother in the house already. And to the viewers, it's good to see you even today, because today we're gonna share with you the very important topic, which is very, very important to each and everyone. So as you watch, please pay attention and make sure you share to those people who are not yet in. Let them know that we're live today. Let them know that the topics we have today are for the benefits of our mother Zambia, if we allow them to be known by you. We want you to be aware that whatever the plan this government has nothing to benefit you, but to benefit themselves. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Have a lovely evening as you keep on watching. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Mwansa. I see you guys. We are just joining in. We are late, but Akuna Kulala will try to stay up long and share information. Yes, Honorable Comrade Matomola, can you just welcome our guests?
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hope I'm audible enough for everyone to get me. It is exciting to be on this platform. Am I audible enough?
Yes. There's some background noise. Can we all mute if we are not speaking? Okay, guys,
are you able to
welcome,
get me?
Welcome.
Are you able to get me?
Yes, we are able to get you, yes.
Okay, so there's a network challenge here where I am, but it is always exciting that we have to discuss critical issues that are pertaining to national growth, especially the items that we have looked at, which are very, very much critical. Okay, today was a day that was characterized with a lot of things. And one of those is the blocking of President Hakainde Hichilema, who the police attempted to block him. But the people showed their resilience. This shows the amount of support. This shows the amount of love that the people of this country have for President Hakainde Hichilema. The other thing that happened, which for me, Madam Pumula, I'm very much critically, passionate about, is the issue that you have tabulated, okay, to do with the suspension of rally of campaigns in Kanyama by the ECZ. People comment below. Let us know where you are watching us from, and Madam Pumulo will be reading out some of your comments soon. But I want to start the discussion on the issue of the suspension. What is your take on the suspension of UPND in Kanyama? Our take on this one is very simple. You people, if you remember very well, a few weeks ago, in fact last week, should be 2 weeks ago, we lost a youth in Tended, in Mandev, by the name of Joram, who was the chairperson for security in one of the wards in Mandev. Okay, Lafio Chota ward. We lost that young man who was hacked in the head by a group of PF cadres, and that person was hacked in the head and he died. We went to bury him in Mumbwa. The police never issued out any statement. ECZ never issued out a statement to condemn the killing of Joram, who was killed by non-PF thugs. What happened on that day? The ZMBC was quiet. The PF were quiet. The president was quiet. The Inspector General of Police was. Everyone was quiet until we went and buried that young man. And to date, there is no any investigation that ECZ have done. Why didn't they ban or suspend the campaigns in Mandev for the PF? Why were the PF not banned, not suspended? What we are saying is that the ECZ has proved to be biased, to be selective in the manner in which they are suspending political parties. For your own information, Madam Pumulo, Frederick, Juva, Chester, Ragi, Vivian, and a number of people on this platform, and those who are watching us all over the world, I want to tell you that Kanyama, by the index, okay, the ECZ index is the constituency with the highest number of voters in the country, with over 160-something voters. So these things that we are talking about, Kanyama has got the highest number of voters. The reason why campaigns have been suspended in Kanyama, it is because Kanyama has the highest number of voters in the country. It is the biggest constituency with the highest number of voters. And so far, we are performing very well. We are dominating in Kanyama. As you know, Chivoria was taken over. And a number of areas, we are performing very well. So ECZ suspends political parties when they see that in a particular area we are performing very well, they will suspend. Lastly, on the issue of Northwestern Province, you remember in Northwestern Province campaigns for the UPND, the UPND was banned from campaigning in Northwestern Province. The reason was simple. It is because they saw that even there we are performing very well. So this amount of selectiveness that ECZ is practicing in this year's election will not take them anywhere. It has also shown that they are working together with the PF to rig this year's election. I think that is what I can say on this issue. As others comment on this particular issue, which we must speak about, it is very painful that 10 days to go, we have got an electoral board that is affecting people and affecting the electoral process.
Yes, thank you. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We are going to be reading your comments here. Honorable Matomola was just talking about briefly the suspension of campaigns in Kanyama, and we've just been informed that Kanyama constituency has the largest number of voters in the country. So ECZ is actually a puppet. ECZ is a puppet of PF. They have confirmed it by just taking action when something happens to PF. We have been crying, as UPND, we have been crying. ECZ, they close their ears. If something is affecting the opposition, HH in particular, UPND in particular, ECZ have the ears closed. So guys, welcome. If you're just joining us, Hakuna Kulala, today we'll be here. Share. I see, before we go forward, I'll just read your comments. I see Jonathan from Mwansabombwe. Amen. It's one Zambia. You know the power of the internet. We have Mansawombo represented. We have Kanyama. We have Mamba represented, guys. So just share where you're watching us from. We have Laos from Mamba, Leah. You didn't say where you're watching us from. Alex Muyaba, we see you. Tell us where you are watching us from. We want to recognize you guys. Ragi Charlie from Chainda, we appreciate all our followers, our viewers, guys. Welcome, welcome. We have Benny from South Africa. So you see, guys, we are reaching far and wide. We are reaching near. Right there in Kanyama, we have people watching. Guys, share this information. Follow this page. These are the last days. We have to finish strong. These PF, they think that, they think money can buy everything, They think money can buy everything, but, the time has come, and we are here, guys, to give you important information. Because you know what? If a plane is supposed to take off, somebody can sabotage that plane, and that plane, from nowhere, it will develop a technical issue, and that flight will be abolished. So I am likening this election process, the change of a government, to a plane which are about to take off. If me as a woman, for example, mothers, we carry babies in our womb for 9 months, and in the last days during labor, if anything goes wrong, you can lose the baby, you can lose the mother. This is real talk, guys. So we have to be serious. We are just not here to talk or to hear, to put up a show. We are here because we are far and wide, but internet is bringing us together. We are united in real time, despite your geographical location. So it's very important that you share this broadcast. You tune in every day at 21 hours. If you have any intel information, inbox us. If you are a speaker, you can inbox me your WhatsApp number, and we're going to add you to this panel. We are not putting a limit on today. Is Akuna Kulala. I know it's night over there, so we will sleep, guys. We will sleep when HH is in State House. I saw the PF Namabika naka inauguration ceremony poster concert, in Independence Stadium with Kings Malembe singing. When I saw that, I just said, keep dreaming. Akuloten. You know what? I don't want to say what I really want to say. If you're on the Fokulanda, I can't really say it, but I'm just going to be like a Bowman Lusambo to say, but PF Ngawawina, come and kanipere nganda. I'll be a Bowman Lusambo. Or some people saying Kendo Wamba or Nkafula or whatever. Some kind of, some ridiculous statements. But to be real, to be serious, guys, the chances of PF bouncing back are slim. Actually, it's zero, unless they rig the election. So this is why we are here. So, like, when you have a corrupt government, guys, follow me on this, hear me. When you have a corrupt government, the first thing you have to do, not a corrupt government, any situation that you are dealing with, when you are dealing with people who are not sincere, you have to anticipate their moves, so that they don't catch us unaware. So, apatuli, Ayamuma last days, let's anticipate every move that PF is trying to make. Now, that's number one, is to anticipate. We have to be ready, meaning we have to be ready to say, but PF ngabachitefi na lachitefi. So, but PF abakale bambokshita plan, right? They did not have every plan. They have planners, they have strategists, they have mapped out all this process to say, this is how we have to win this election at all costs. So PF balitatika, if into bambire kuli na wakwe afirwa, baisa isa kuli ba GBM bafirwa, they have strategic plans at every point until the final day. These people, they have plans. So for us as UPND, we have to sit and analyze to say, what if they do this? What are we going to do? Right now, they have deployed Zambia Army. And we know that the deployment of Zambia Army is to help them ferry the ballot boxes in those trucks. The same reason, Mamona, umuntu ngala behave a certain way, he will always behave like that. Like a zebra won't change its stripes. A leopard won't change its spots. What happens in that indeke? Namushiba, if you know, you know. The reason why we know muntu esuyashire ndeke, nish, you know, you know. So the same mentality yashire ndeke pakchare bale ndela mo bale pishamo ne 24 tabafiro kula pishamo indeke barishta. So number. Bayabula Uganda formula ya matrax Museveni actually not deploy by military within 24 hours of the election. But even at 10 days, so they have mapped out everything. They need that 10 days so that so now us, Bonse, that's why in the election, everyone is an observer, whether you are accredited by ECZ or not. You are accredited by your birthright. Your NRC is your reason to observe this election and protect it. The fact that you're a Zambian. Even if you are not a Zambian, you are a peace-loving, a person who wants to see progress, a person who hates dictatorship. You should be concerned about the evil plots. So let me just wrap up what I'm saying. One, we should anticipate PF moves. Two, once in that Atantikama moves yabo, then we should now stop those, find a way to diffuse, or I don't know what word. My word is, the word is escaping me that I want to use. But guys, welcome. I see by Chester, your hand is up. You can take over.
Zambia.
Forward.
Good evening.
Good evening, Chester.
Good evening, Zambia. You see, yes. They say when the horse, the rust kicks or the dying horse, most of the time they are very dangerous. So expect PF to do even worse things in the remaining few days. Then the other issue is that they are just like a parent who fails to discipline his own biological children and disciplines the ones he keeps. That's how ECZ is operating today. Just like, for example, you have seen your child, your own biological child doing something to them, you are quiet. Then for the following day, this person you keep does the same thing, then you want to talk. Last time, a few weeks ago, a European youth was hacked in Charara. But up to now, they have not even issued even a single statement to condemn such an act. But immediately something happened in Kanyama, they have decided to respond, and they're just within a few minutes or a day or 2 days, they've even come up with a verdict without.
Okay, looks like we have a problem with the Chester's signal. Juba, you can come in.
Thank you very much. Good evening. It's unfortunate for what the ECZ guys they are doing. This suspicion would have not even come at this time around, because these people, they have failed. They failed to discipline those people from PF who hacked that is in her. They failed to suspend this PF for those people who killed that gentleman. It was, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, the one that UPND was burying. Now this time, since they have investigated, I don't know if it is the police now, ECZ is becoming the police, or it's becoming the DEC, or it's becoming the criminal investigator, I don't know. Now they have left their job to be in their reign. They have failed now to be in their reign now. They are just going now, chipante now, because they're in pressure that the president is able to see them, that why are they not acting, because PF is now affected. That's not the way it should be. A parent needs to be fair to all children, because they are our referees. They cannot just be whistling foul to other team.
Okay, Juba, I think we are losing Juba there, guys. If you are ready, you can come in and speak. We are here. Our topics right now, we are talking about the suspension. We have moved in to
I'm
talk
back,
about
ma'am.
the suspension.
I'm back.
Yeah, Juba, your signal is breaking up.
Am I audible?
Yes, so we can just wait, because if your signal is breaking, we are losing the viewers. So let's just wait, maybe restart your gadget. Mr. Mwansa, you can come in.
Thank you, ma'am. At this hour, let me pick the top on the topic to do with the suspension of Kanyama constituency. You know, there are things which is very scary to understand here in Zambia. Here in Chawama constituency, you'd find that almost every week we experience the fights between the PF. Okay, they do fight themselves, but I've never heard any complaints to do with the suspension by ECZ. And when you look at the situation, most which happens in the Mrs. compound, that's Chawama constituency, these thugs can ask someone can be left, but they've never issued the statement of suspending the campaigning and everything to do with elections here in Chawama. So just because these PF people, they've discovered that in Kanyama, number of people in all Zambia, and that's where a number of people comes from. A lot of them, they are from Kanyama. That's why he had to order by ECZ to suspend. Failure I don't know if I can say failure to understand the situation. Him always seeing is that to continue. That's why you've said that he has put already a banner for inauguration. I don't know if there's an inauguration for the losers. I don't know. If there is, then we'll try to watch what will happen next. The other one is for Zambia Army. You know, Zambian people, you shouldn't be sitting down just watching like that, because we are always supporting whatever the decision is made by the president. We've never stood against whatever is made, because we are so weak, we can't defend ourselves. That's why whatever comes from his mind, he just declares like that, because he knows that as Zambians, we only talk of it for 1, 2, 3 hours, done. The main point is this: if we are to stand, we should avoid this so-called whatever bill, whatever cyber bill. Cyber bill, it doesn't benefit us, it benefits him, because he's trying to hide through cyber bill because of the corruptions and whatever he's doing. The same cyber bill is also hiding in it because of what happened in Samfya today by blocking HH again. Is trying to hide in that by whoever says anything to do with that is able to be arrested because of cyber bill. People, don't be left out. Like we've said earlier, this page is about updating you whatever you want to hear, because most information which is happening in Zambia, only few people can get it, because the media is so biased such that whatever they report about my polygamy relationships, about disappointments, about what happened to this boyfriend, he has divorced this, they've never reported the real information. The real information about the one I'm talking about is about what is really happening. Because this time around, this is that would have at least gotten some shares in reporting on how the election should be conducted, but they are not. ZNBC, they've got almost more than 4 channels, TV1, TV2, and TV4. Instead, this is to get even TV2 so that they continue sensitizing people on how to go about voting. They are just quiet because they have been ordered to do this and that. For the army which has been deployed in the street of Lusaka are these people who just graduated, the new recruits. Why? The information says that they've been ordered because some of them, they are cadres. They are able to follow orders. They are different from the cadres which rather the army which were deployed some years back during Corona and cholera thing. So when you look at the situation, these cadres which has been deployed, they'll follow any order. That's why be alert. Whenever you see soldiers reaching your town, just know that they've blocked my pre-marked ballot paper. We've already known. Where I went today in Mazabuka, there are some things which I was tracing. I had to find out some things, but I will update you when I get full information. So what am I trying to say here? Let us be alert at any cost, because Zambia belongs to all of us, not for Zambian army, not for police, not for whoever thinks he is, because we voted them so that they can at least follow the constitution. But what has happened? The constitution, they've sidelined it. They are not following constitution. They're just following whatever they wake up with in their mindsets. They never plan about anything. Lastly, for Freedom Scars, sir, you are too old to do whatever you're planning. Sir, you are too old. I'll face you alone, not Zambia, but I'll face you alone. I've seen the thing you've been planning, Mr. Skazwe in Luapula. I'll follow you anytime soon, because I'm investigating on something which you've put already, but I'll follow you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Welcome, guys. So we are here, we are talking important topics. These are the topics you can see. But before I go to our speakers, I just want to give some information about the polling day. What is expected of you at the polling station? Guys, this is what Andrew was saying, that ECZ, they is supposed to have voter education. No one is educating the voters on what to do or how to behave at the polling station. Why is the ECZ not educating people? So this is real brief. I'm just going to go through this. At the polling station, when you arrive, guys, arrive early and vote early. We are encouraging you all to arrive early and vote early. Sorry, let me share the screen. I actually missed it. I thought I was sharing, sorry. My beautiful slides here. So at the polling station, when you arrive early. And actually, we were talking with Mr. Mulima yesterday. He said that he's going to sleep. Bakalala ku polling station, bakaya 1 a.m. So then at breakfast, lunch, dinner. This is serious. These people, we tatuleva pera chance. We are more than them. Takuri ati oh nachira nje mkumonembu efya ishere. Pale waya mkumonembu efya ishere abachitari ama votes. So guys, if you have a dog, take it with you. Abana wonse ku papa. We need camping there 24 hours, 48 hours, as long as it takes. These people, they have abused us for 10 years. It's time for them to go, and we'll make sure they go. So 1, arrive early, vote early, because we have heard Shabalumbuleshina, Bamobadi Randakatwadi Umfati, PF tags will be unleashed to cause confusion. So guys, mupange ama group efe mukendo kuya mkuvota ile day. Takuri fya kwenda chukuzama ya olinosi olo wenda olike kwenda muma group mungaonke wa kuvota ali mosigo we kuikala, we are camping. Observe, watch, record, and then if you have a duty like observers, don't drink or eat anything provided. Take your own food. We have heard. So do not eat anything unless and then try to avoid drinking a lot of fluids so that you reduce ama trip ku bathroom. They will do something. 3. 2, voting ends at 18 hours. So as soon as voting ends, counting if we are popeni. This is the information. It doesn't matter. Everyone has to be aware. Abadi panse bakalekta observe bafide baishwe file chika mukati muja. Na bambo kupenda on the dot 18:01 kwambo kupenda. Adding total, tallying the votes. We are not playing. 3. Ngabapusho kupenda popene kubule fima document chi D20 complete it. Confirm the numbers, take pictures, scan and share the G20 with your officials. So these are people like the observers, polling officer, presiding officer. That's the next task after 18 hours. They have to do this. And then presiding officer, according to the law of Zambia, presiding officer has to announce the results and display the results per polling station. If you talk about your results, we announce it. We had that conversation yesterday. Once they take this ballot paper from the hard copy and put it in electronic format, they can manipulate it. So now, Ramona, you know, they have seen the resistance. They have heard the news. We have been talking about the ballot, the server room. So, but PF, they are listening to the land. They know that we have exposed them because server room is not even in the constitution. It's an illegal act for them to take a ballot from a polling station to a server room and then announce results. That is a process of rigging. It's illegal. So now, we have to anticipate all their moves. Now they are put by Zambia Army. That is one of their plans. I'm a print ballot papers, talk to the test staff. So which brings me to the next slide here, guys. To escort the ballots. So, we have to observe everything. No kushindika ballot. Because on the way, they are going to have vehicles with the duplicate ballot boxes. If ballot boxing, if it was 100% HH, they will swap the box to make 100% ECL. So this is the information, guys. Don't blame yourselves. We'll become refugees. So that's it. Zoom user, you are next, Mwewa, and then Frederick, and then Raggy. Otherwise, I'm done talking for the day. So I'm going to hand over. When you speak, you hand over to the next one so that all of us can speak. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, loud and clear.
Hello.
Loud and clear.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Munjelero kufa kujoin late. To begin with, now mfabwino sana abantu bakusamfya fe bachichite vintu vya maana. You know, our Samfya boys, they've done a lot. They've campaigned and they've delivered the message. 5 years now, ikumana. Bachisa bamona machopa kuno baisa bakusamfya oko. Ifitenge mu myotoka. Busy dishing out ifitenge matiri. And the people showed them the symbol. Abachi bakusamfya. We've been taught. A good friend of mine was in Samfya. Actually, that never should have been more take diabo. Bachamba no kola kusana mena bariyamba masimbo ya forward. And this is an indication to say or to show that Rwapula is no longer a stronghold. If indeed Rwapula was a stronghold for PF, they wouldn't have broke THH, number one. Nara workshop. If Rwapula province is a stronghold for PF, they wouldn't have broke THH. But because now he has gained the popularity, they are no way. I want to tell you fire. The only thing was to use our police, so that Varanda were popular. Our Mirasa Kamana Movena Zambia. Namueva on for platform. Abavan they are no longer popular. Uno Navenevachi Mwena. Nafinondera and but Monomwin moments. People are not following them. Only the kids. Utuba no to no, Etriva Pong. Pantaveshi, if you different Kabanabano, Namayana cinema voters card. They don't have. So, coming to the issue of the soldiers being deployed in Lusaka, I think it's unacceptable and it's un-Zambian. I don't think so. But police now, manpower, the responsibility of police and shifted to soldiers. The reason why today when the same PF government, they are the ones who have to contribute to our police performance because so lack of leadership, if you know what control. Then the other thing, but PF Mwalipanga playing field ya campaign period. For efficiency in favor. At the end of the day, this is a campaign period. Imomule family campaign period. Imomule checking in our developmental project when we are campaigning. Takwava. balungu tukwapa please takwapa so abama soja mteri okukurusako take them back mu barracks twalikwata ama borderlines oko bafire balesanga na mu barracks muri basita reserve ngakwa benkondo takuli nkondo ikuruchitike oko you are failing to control amakadda za PF ilano mbale stamis behave bale imabale stana shani mwatende kokola imibapo mwatende kokola imiamasoja mule batwalo twali mwene vintu fyachika muno mu Zambia the list can go on and on ningapenda balaba alifire kulia balaba alifire kulia balaba alifire kulia tatumwa tara mtu apona maripoti tamwa tara imiapona masoja but at this point in time what is so special I'm not saying balaba fire tabali ngwa nachiwa tachiweme bantu ngai newini bantu ngai mobeni and they are not supposed to die like that but the fact is if you are failing to balance up the equation show leadership and this is a sign this is a way you mule Islam for the campaign mwebeni thank God 5 years na ikuma mwebana Zambia mwira alaba efe batu pishamu abantu nafifu bali tugasinga na nomba tatwaisha batu gasinga government ya ifiro kusanga solution bali tushitire mtisha onaikana makondo moya onaikana nomba tatwaisha how it came about if ila issue ya we don't know bali shitira mafa tenda $1 million na mfekwacha ingafika 18 kwacha we no longer we cannot even accept it kweba tawo if sefya lifokule mwebena Zambia mwira alaba not only that fintu fingefo ningapende fetchika muno Zambia overpricing of yama contract umuse wo ule chita cost 1 million wena kusa panga tu 24 million I'm just giving an example mwebena Zambia na papa tamu ilala if you can look at from Lusaka to Ndola bali for kupanga duo carriage way the first time I visited in Lusaka Robata Imperial project it was in 2017 after 2017 I've visited Lusaka 2018 19 2020 even in 2021 I've been to Lusaka nothing has been done tapabe fya jitika finish fetwa ishire omfwa bali cancel msewa project twayiminika reason why bayiminikira nabeshwa tindarama nabona wala if ifyonse nderani mufire muri Facebook shuro muri ya mukuvota bari imbati bari bwerera chiempya basayine ira project tatwayishiboko shaya tatwayishiboko batwara so fobaka ya mukuvota fobale twabena Zambia twapapata sungeni muno tuma voters card tusungeni bwino ngabamiretere ndarama kupo kafe mwali achempya bari bingweshe shiresho bamibira shirya mukwisalira ifya chitika kono kulwa pola kono ndifamboke shepe bali kwata pressure I was among the people abaide pa police monana ba police commission pamo mu group mu can confirm I even posted the program yaba HH ya kustatua kwa province ba commission bali pokere ba PF tabako tepo program nangu imo yako ba president wa waraisa mu check na development project ayo niyo ifuta twama tabako ete uko mfafa tibaji ya reisa kulwa to abika ne fintu inod to achimona fyama chopa ayo yambo kusama chopa ayo advice kuma development project we takwa. Thank you brother Sakala, you can take over. I've seen your hand.
Sorry mwewa let's Sakala come in. Honorable Sakala is on duty so I think you could alanda and then you guys to the panel info after yes, Sakala then you can hand over to each
yes
other.
in fact I even told brother Sakala to come in.
Okay thank you.
My comrade I thank you na totela yes. Mwencheshi shiripali unolamia ishirelandira ko abekala chalo beso aba Zambia without fear and favor mulelanda sie apago utatu tukabili apasweka ukuti abena Zambia bengeshiba pali kukusala kwachi nkumba wile okuleisa patwovu bakeshide apa kubike vote yabo apa kuwatika mwapoleni ninesakala pali sino chitunshi bamunyinane idonshira yokutali na chiba echo na pansha chifika bwangu na chiba nde umfwa kuli bakambwiri bacho aparedio kumpulungu uko bepa bena mpulungu kuba bepe pintu ya kuba bepa pesi ya kupolomia kwa tinishiki kabili shiki tayayishi bali yakuleka ipolomia so amwishiba pintu fimo kwena nangu mwali tusula fwebe na Zambia nangu mwali tusula fwebe na mushi ubufumo mulebala mwana shako ngana mwiba kata mlefo kuti mugaye ku prison ngefe bakambwili muli bafungwa bali mikaka bajaji bali mipingwiri okutera tumukwire mwaka kwa nombete mwafuma mu prison na nombete twaishiba mwabana pa campaign trial kwali bo mufungo baka ko bana pa campaign trial icha kubatila popye. Let me say this, if everybody was listening, let these people shouldn't lie to you ukutila imitengo chalo chonse na ikwela ule chita compare uti moneni ku South Africa kubunga ni 300 ni 250 imwe muliko bwino kuno lungu na bomba kubunga buli pali 150 bag, and they want you to be happy and to be comfortable with such kind of statement. Mwe bantu bakwalesa ifipuba bale bonfya ifishayishwa na economics ukuthi fise mukongola abantu bakuti basali obuteko obufirirwe mumone nalamitela ko for example imwatini nga mwamona average civil servant wa South Africa afola shinga afola average in 13,000 rand. Average civil servant wa Zambia afola shinga 15. Elo ujobunganga buli pali 200 umuntu afola 13,000 a month. Elo imuwa mumyeno ubunga buli pali 150 afola 5,000. Nikuisa unga temokuba nikuisa unga temokuikala tekusafa vikoko babelo lolupyo lukuna nguunga kukwerero mutengo pali 200. Economics yabo bale ongola ifwe bashita bale ongola abantu bashile tontonkanya not fwe bale tontonkanya echo kanje fwe bale tontonkanya lekeni twa mitontonkanya shako twamira ko bajaba ni bachenga bupere ni baputi bale bepasi elo mumone na bengira na be mapaso ekarakuta yo nomba maini tulesta basi ngatwashita maini, which means yonsa $dollars yali atushtisha mu mukuba wesu yakalaisa mu Zambia bantu akakale bale tibansamya na banani nga basendo mukuba bashitisha $dollars yonse basunga kunse nomba natwamba okushita maini back natukwata amashare gaya kulu olupia lonse lugesa lukalabwela mwesa mukyalo bale nibepasye umfueni fikachitika uko mushitisha mukuba wenu ni kwisi tekuma Europe na kuma Asia nombabo mwakongole mpia ni kwisa mwakongolesho mwasigo kubwesho mwachati kote tekuma Asia na kuma Europe nombeko mukayashitisha mukube mpia chikesi nga mwatwala kulwa mukuba mwashitisha talaka mipere lupia bantu mwalikongola tamulelipira lopia bakwira kumipera bakekata ati tuwafumya mwenti yesho mulingiri okulipira yesho mwachati kote ele bakala mipera tie ubufunga ubu ashala tendeni so nishishe mpya bale milaya shikesa bwangu muchalo nisisi hapo bali kongola ni 17 billion so pakuti fye mukamoneti bale lande bale mitimba ubulangeti pamenso ala miaka nshishi bantu muchimambula kati miaka ntanenwa alino vila kitika so let's be smart tie ni tuishitu akuli ama politics yabu wele ashikwete obupiribulo mulandu wakutila ati they are taking advantage of our people who can't think because limbita bakwete eshuko lya kusambira n'okumona so kanshi kumiletera fye ubufi ebo bale coveringa ku bantu besu bane mwishita obufi nshita naisika elo chingilile ivote lyesu teni mbike kona kola pakutindela ndabuyi then tuchingilile vote lyesu aba bantu tabemi nine pachisuma iyo aba bantu nga chakutila ati bali bombange mo balela ndilo kutila ati no we have worked twalikula twalichitezi moneni amaskulu moneni tyakutina tyakuti yo if you have worked keep quiet or speak less and let the people see and what you have done talk for you. Look at this. You are the ruling government. Instead of you defending what you have done, but your topic of campaign has always been HH this, HH that, HH this. Why don't you defend what you've done? And two, Mr. Kambwili, this unleashed canine doesn't belong in society. If you see the words he's using of tribal, it's too much, and this is criminal. And I don't know why the ECZ have let this guy to continue standing on the platform and spitting venom to the masses so that they may use the tool to sway people to vote for them. That is wrong. I think the ECZ should act. It's now getting beyond. If they don't act now because it's being protected by the PF government, when they go, this man should not be escorted free. Let him be an example to others who may bring anarchy in our nation through trying to peddle on a tribalism, on tribal lines to divide us and to serve both. Why should he be the only one injecting this venom of tribalism in our Zambian politics? This is wrong, and let the ECZ act. If not, I think what is very more ngatwa isikala chimbuti isikala nama ikata ngachakutila tu yumuntu wakonkanyesi limoli molonga taile bomba limoli mokuisendera lo muminwe bakambwili bomfwase ngachakuti wabato bolupi mukepushe lunsambo abatobela olupi mu parliament epakwisala kano bakambwili bomfwase nga mwabetira menshi mukepushe bajini kapata balisa mubatisa mu parliament. It is when they baptized him and when they slapped him, that's when he controlled himself, spitting venom in parliament. So I think because his way of politics, you can't use the 17th century formula to win the politics in 21st century. It's not going to work at this particular moment. And mankangala kateka wachalo chesu president lungu alitemwa abantu ngefi atira ni president wabantu icho tete atekele bakambuli pashe kutira change way of doing politics fumyamo tribalism akulanda pabuyantanshi bamankangala wakateka wachalo chesu president lungu ngabali temwe chalo chesu icho balesiminisha abantu kuti baleipa nomulandu wabo kiwakutira ati balebwerera papachifuna chinshi
mankangala
mwamona mwe bantu bakwalesa mumone indakomaila pona nomba nchilindela ene wena bumankangala tatufile tuwabakwika pantu bumankangala tabakukwete iyo nga mwamona muchalo chesu cha Zambia mwe bantu bakwalesa njeveni komuli political party mwamona abantu balefo musango ngesi umwe abantu bale yangana esiyanso bamulandisi wamapolitics umwe abantu bale yangana amapanga abantu bale yangana amasando umulandisi wamapolitics bakuti fe ulebwele lapho ukwaitecho chaba bakati momona kateka mwine bamwena kuli pisi ya chalo ngana kwata maka aya kuleta omutende chibote pabantu nangu nimfumu mumushinga tamulebe chibote ile filo kupingula emilandi ile filo kuteka bena mushikisira ati mumushinga chibote balatira tiyo mukwaye bakana beta bachabe so nomba bantu bamankangala sabatire bachabe bamankangala ichipunanga na chikaba kumeni na sheni ko mona ni abantu balefu. You know, sometimes when you keep quiet, when other people's children are dying, God allows it to visit your house so that you can feel the pain. It is when it's close to you, you feel the pain. That's when you come to know what kind of pain others are going through. But before it reaches the doorstep, what people don't know is these people are dying out there because of the recklessness of our leaders. Ichalo chonse mumbali monso mwintru ndinga chamba abantu bambo kwipana ngefu bayambo kwipana pale mpatase. Abo ba DSTV mutamba ma living room na mwene tamwaka batambe. Ayama ama weapons mugamo tamwaka ikomene because muli abantu panse nga chachiramo no mwine bakala ingiro mumwita lemma yadi. So let peace prevail outside so that you may also have peace inside your yard. This political violence and anarchy should stop. And the one who has the authority to do that is you, sir. Tell me your facts, tell me your colors. Act as a leader. In a banonga in a chumyalutwe, mu community. Community fumota vile chitika wino. Ngatemte fyakonka nyako. Problem ya njine ne chumyalutwe, the problem ya community. So we are speaking to you, sir, wherever you can listen us from. Do your duty as our president. Bring peace. Sort out these cadres. Stop the cadres masquerading as the cadres of opposition just for political marriage. Do what is right. Zambia is peaceful. That will require emphasis. You start this now. What about on the election day? Nalanda sana. Lelo mfweni mwebe na Zambia. Elon shilaya. Ukwebele mfwa noko mutanji. Moneni ifyo tuwapitamo. Pakuti tufike pali inoshita. Moneni bachenga bupele ifyo batulaile ifishachipika. Batila muchimambwe kwa nafumaine kubalungu. Yakati nakezia umulembo. You know, it says, ukweshe kintu. Atubushe amabula ya mango. Mutu wa mumala atibala ya shorye. Wadia mumala muapola waishi batama amabula ya mango mutaini. Mkwai bae chechi na batulanga muke bachita. Elo nefe babomba. Nama kampani ayo ba isula ashawa. Never ever make a mistake to vote any person in a position of leadership who has a poverty mentality. It doesn't matter how humble that person is. Umuntu ngali kwata poverty mentality. Don't put him in a place of leadership. You regret. Lekeni kusala umuntu waikwatila who has displayed what he can do. Balungu tabatekele pwembata, tabatekele pwenkoko, tabatekele pwembushi, tabakwata po famu ya ng'ombe.
Nangunimbwa.
So tabakwete mbateshi ngabo mkwila, nenkoko ishi ngabo mkwila, nembushi. You know, God knew that even in Wale David to be a king, he first sent David to go look after the sheep. When David looked after the sheep well, we say, if you can look after the sheep, you can look after my people. So I think Mr. Akainde has those qualities. And my brothers and sisters, don't hear from Bachimba Kambwili with his political venom or tribal venom. Bufi tabakwete manifesto yako tweva. So kula posa pie. If you buy shibamano yabo ati esinga bomba. Aba vyaji besu so lei kalakale. Teke tulei kalapali inochita. So ya lichinja. Bena bati muli vyaji kale. Ewa mlefu ati bamitingi sefinti. Yo mwika voto. Saka mbwini bali pile political party yabo. He couldn't even last 1 year. Chabutuka is a shepherd who runs away and leaves the sheep by itself to be eaten by the lion. You can't trust him and you can't trust his word. So my brothers and sisters, whoever is listening me, anybody under my voice, listen to me. Because I love Zambia. In the wino. Therefore, in the chalo chanda chechina chikabe wino. Mwabantu bakwale le Kenya baba mukukulu baleya. Mwana na bamba kale no celebrate that not win. Why are you celebrating now? You know what you have done, but trust me, we are putting all security measures to make sure that no one is gonna manipulate this 2021 election. I don't know, Madam, if you know what happened to those gadgets they found at the airport. Are they still at the airport or they have disappeared to unknown destination?
We don't even know Manjini Shiriyama gadgets, but I don't know if you have been following us.
Yes, let me just clear that.
Yeah.
What has happened? Some gadgets are just lost, and then some are locked up in the warehouses. Now look at the situation. In Zambia, like I already say, we've got that mentality that to amona kantu kafuma tulalanda papa pene papa fia panshi tatutuadira. So ama gadgets alurubile tapali ule konkaneria shokolidea. Mamona. Not knowing that those gadgets can be used. So pafume information ile landati. abenge balembesha massive servants under whatever PF cadres eba last process ya my election, so which is balabo vyale na gadgets. So ishishivo for twabere from Zambia tulalaba bwangu, whatever happens we'll talk about it, but in the next 1 hour 3 minutes we forget. I don't know what's going on. So it has gadget. Yes sir.
Na chimbi cho tuchenjele ama polling agent, they have to be free and fair, not mwavula ama cadres yenu eyo mwavi kama polling agent na polling supervisors. We have that's happening already. I know for the fact it's happening. So we have to be vigilant na ifwe. Once MP constituency kumwakwe akwili akwata a strategy, whether they have employed this polling agent who are PF tags or who are PF cadres. Let's also have a strategy to see to reach that these people should not manipulate the votes. So tulepa kwata ka strategy. Ero nango kara ka strategy akakutila ati bariama observers betu. Bafile kwa in each polling station, people should tufile kwa bakwa
Juling
bafumine po ati bamu kwa esi yakulya. Bafuile kwa strategy yakutila ati I am a polling station. These people should see to read that these people are well catered for when it comes to eating, so that takule bati obamu kwa esi yakulya. Nangubaba mwampuensala baba pero lupia tikashiteni esi yakulya pashala vacuum. That one should be really looked at, because in Saravane yali shupanga yako suma plasa kupela zakateni kwa chati kashiteni esi yakulya paria ulefo yako yafulisha tawishi beti ya shala ya chitiko. Hello, Mwamona, we have to check to read that we are not infiltrated by the people who will be on this polling station, because some people can be bought. You may be 10, but you don't know. 3 or 4 have been bought, and then they'll play you to leave or to go do something. Hello, so we have to look at in all different directions so that we secure our votes. And Dita.
Yeah, what you are saying is very true, Sakala. What we need to do right now is to ensure that we have got people who have their heart for this country. Not to send them a grade 12, them a school to vamona ka opportunity ka kuba election observer mwababi ka party more election observer balero lese people tuma allowances twice that we should reach. We want to have serious people there in the polling stations. This year yes, this year's election is very tricky in a way that you have even seen the military there. We don't want pushovers, people whereby just seeing a military uniform or a military tanker, they start, behaving in a more like cowards. Look at what happened today in Samfya there. What happened there where the people are confronting the police head on. That is what we need. Give an phone because this time, after we just finish voting, we'll be marching going to Morungush, because we will know that we would have won this year's election. That's what we will do. And
vakateka wesunga taveminine ukuti ama election yave free and fair nokumona kuti lati umutende wachalo wava stable ifinde mona kuchalo chonse chinkondo tumona nefyakuvalwa fyamba panono tapyambira vepamukumo kuti kufintu vyefyavu kuvangesi. Why can't they control the situation and make sure that before tulafika kuma election, if yan trubundi nesi yakudonsana sipwe because mwebantu which human being needs normal senses ungasenda panga nokukoma omuntu mu mutwe nichikwena kwena olatontoka mwina Zambia. I think inende murakwati this is satanism at another level. They are doing sacrifices. But malichati bali ko kwendo bwamba nokunino turupe yabale chitaka le next yango. Nambale bompia other means to sacrifice people for their own selfish and for blood. Now they are using different tricks kwati abantu balelwa. I've never seen stuff like that. Umuntu vyo mwina Zambia uyito mukristo kusenda panga au mwamu nanko pamenso. Really? We have become animals who can't reason. Hello, aba mulei paila. Nobody is worth to die for Lungu. Nobody is worth to die for HH. Nobody is worth to die for anybody. Let's just have free and peaceful election. Uwa wina uwa lusalea. Lekeni aba neno aba kwete kwa mano. Bami afwe. No tukula lete mpasa sepachalo tes. Kwa libere loku in peace. So, to pay him 10 to left fire. Give us a free and fair election. When you lose, sir, kiss goodbye and go and venture into other things. Not to what would it benefit you to leave the country in chaos? Eh? May God speak to everybody who is in leadership, everyone who is running for office.
That Henry Basakala.
Mayo.
Ababantu, they are sacrificing people. They have had enough time to perform. So, namumona umupubo ulanda pa fwe batonga wikalokula tukana batonga day and night. He's doing that because aletino kuya kujele. Maume bashana baletino kuya kujele. If my son matomoloyo adi ya kujele how many times? Ero ba umefa baba kalamba baiba. After baiba baletino kuya kujele.
Teku mona te chifumo kwati banyela mukati. Tedi bakwati amani.
Anko yawa meyo, yo yawa meyo. Kwali bana banyela mukati kaisi. Nati na ina.
Tata kwa to kwa kupumina nomba vile shinguru.
Explosion. Yeah, ni atomic bomb, nuclear bomb wala pole.
La mkonga kwata pala yumfwe.
Because you can't be yosenga wa hata muna kanwa. You have to bring tribal, everything. Guys, Bayama, too many per stage. Even a good dancer knows what time to leave the stage. They put over in Bolo Ali, my ole fuenkula. Then he should chipuba. No,
Basakala, take me putura. Na umfawino sana pali your point mwalandi ya tribalism. Isha ishwe baka mbwiringa, why let's verify kwisa. Ngato chitamyo konka ma tribes mu Zambia. Chira tribe yali kwata weakness na strength yaiko. Ababe mbafya ababe nefi. Ababisa, abawushi. Kambwiri kakishino fo ingalanda. Wono kambwiri I think temubemba noko. Ngamubemba ngatwali mwana kwa tafumine kumpika. Afuma kuisa aya imani na kona kumyabo. Why ile imani na kuroni? Oko baile imani. I think baraba yama mula mbafya uli atatwa ishwana origin yako. Then coming to the issue of tribalism, if you are tribalism, niku so kwa chitele verify. Ato abatonga fe baba tribe. Eba bana tribalism fi. Barabe na balanda kuno kuine ngakwali benchende abana hosta okwikala. Niku northern province. Ku northern province ababemba tiati wikala na benanga ta uchenjere so ukulanda ti abatonga bali ba tribe. Ali sta verify chira mutonga afika pa. Tabakwete message ba PF. The best thing they can do is to retreat. No kwata my elections are fair so that abantu abene bakayisalire ino ishita Zambia iri ni nama ya Perungu uri onsa leta kwa manifesto mwana kashwa Perungu tevya kola tuka kwa tirimbe bayishwo kutungurura nango batata besu kuno kubabemba no one should tapari ngata opite muri bakambwirisha uri mubemba bakambwiri we say no to your tribalism mulai muichindike na mukura muri bafyashi so ngedi bwino wakafumu
No, is trying to take advantage of the ignorance of some few people. Kumule munalionse ngasa munakano pamila basa aleya muri your direction. Mwe bantu bakwale. If you are the ruling government, defend what we have done and defend what you are doing. Stop bringing things that are going to divide us. I may be on the radio in Mpulungu on Wednesday, just to try to defend my party and to counter what Mr. Kambwili was saying to the people, because we have to reverse it. Hello, you can't. You people have been where their legs. What happened? I mentioned that who told them what I spoke about to look about? But I say spoke over every villain of what. So PF what or what to Lika. So if you everywhere where spoke over, and I speak at a no what the no what. I spoke some bad of Mamo. Nabo. So that come with it about Shibako. So Kabe no what. So don't try to demean, especially the MP who's standing in Mpulungu and the council chairman, the way he talked to them, say, oh, bafumo kubai so, what the word is. So what is Balaika Lamu what to what? Take about Fuminamo. Bashamwe Basha is spoke what? Women know what to. So speak, defend the works that PF has done and what PF plans to do. Mamona, Mlevu Kishara Satelo Bari Mopes. Bari Valetele, a plan ya new state house. Babita Kona Figa. Bebele, Shikuruka Navesa, a project ya new state house, you to refer to Kule. So, FHL Bani. Satari, they appreciate what's wrong with this state house, Monday Kala. Principal Vene. They had no answer. Every manifesto said priorities matters because this state house Mulenkulila. Chika Kwasha Ninchito Abena Zambia, they had no answer. They said this is a garbage project. He threw it away. If that project was brought during this time, a new state house, modern state house. There you go.
Honorable Sakala, if you're fishing, and who is encourage sana ama tribal marks from Kamwili. Niwaka take this. Ukweba ati wamuteke pansho muntu. Ukweba ati hate speech yo chimafuku ati ulera ndoko ati abatonga bonse efu baba ni fimofi. Opo nankwe umine fyo umwine nankwe taishiwa no mutundu wako gwino gwino. So kutaishiwa shano mutundu waba nankwe. So if you mleranda fishing wakateka wakafumefe panse wakalanda kwa tawe kambwilifyo fulenanda tefyo uleona ula Zambia.
Mambalanga twamukonka kufuma ubwaite bwakwe ukufika apapelele tukasanga nokuti ewale doda n'abatonga sana wewe ne mambala. Ero kyafika kuma politics alela ndefya.
Oh, honorable.
Ala mumbere urusenishiki wapaganwa mwani banti bibintu sile tona ula tebuti umuntu esa lete sile lete olubuli chabe akanwa kakwake ne kuti katuleterera wakanga tu umube mbayo kubauma before you realize it becomes an explosion because of the idiocy of one person who has put in his agenda of campaigning umutundu kwati fiance busho mutundu alela ndapo ewala mipele shanchito umutundu alela ndapo efyala leto kuti mitengo ipone panshi umutundu alela ndapo efyala mipelo mufundo umutundu alela ndapo efyala lengo kutila ti mwisu ya makampani yambi. Talk about the industrialization. You are saying you are trying to bring Zambia to be an industrial country. Talk about that. Defend the expenditure of this government. Defend what we have done. Defend the procurement process, which is rotten. Defend it rather than injecting something which is not going to educate us or bring any benefit to the masses. It will bring no benefit to the masses. So defend what you have done and what you're going to do, and tell us what has caused us to default. Defend all those, and going forward, how are you going to prevent this defaulting and other things which you have gone wrong? Balande, umuntu amano mu leadership. Abalalanda emukwaina mwishiba apatwaliluba. Nombeve na tusango uta naturuba tualako nekefevo tulepango ukuthi tuchitata twakabwekeshe pweskai. Efyo ulondolola abantu umuntu ukwetya mano ya sano. Achita noti kubwata tukwati nichula mumenchi bwa twakulanyanta mumenchi ngevine twamyeba pakuti muleke okubwata
babombwe tamwa mfune banani bale tutati babombwe bamini niba commission of prison.
Mama
The commission of prisoners was referring to us as babombwe, actually babombwe ifwe ba UPND.
Yo chirife mwaishi bamami chula lyonsenga lebwata sana mumenchi bobwe nga mwanyanta monango mwaposa mwedi bwalaleka. So I think bakambuli twakulaba postera kyama bwese ne bakuti baleke okubwata.
But bakambwiri ne mwandini bali mpesha mano.
Awo tabakwata
mefyo mukalamba. Ero
Anove bashaka.
Bali tulanga kale example tekuti bakuti Tilemane hando mukashobe pyafine elo wabwerera wamukuvukama wanjikatira omukashi wanje wekimono kunjikata nevo aisa kusuma meno nakusuma napo tabasuma
pampumi ameno pampumi napo kusuma meno pampumi
mami tamba jera bajikatira abakashi babe myamolu mumulu wewe nebo chamukupapata mumbelele kolu
wesiya wana alilanda tamwa ofisi wane falanda tapale echupo
ejimo awe ulenda
nga chakuba chibaji bapenda pamona bakashi babo badya but siya wanu alitweba
kwena kuti chaba mame jali banango namupwala bwino nabakashi bobe mulenda mutauni ateni sinapanga example namupwala bwino nabakashi bobe mulenda mutauni ero echifuba chimo chaisa kutonesha omukashi bobe kuitako neshimulenda elo waya mukupapata tawo soli munjere kolu temwa
The honorable is in the house.
Waya mukupapata
you're making our night. You're not
you know, you can't ignore that. You'll be like, what's going on? Do you guys know each other or something?
Bantu nishi budani every mumu kambwidi mumu. You touch my baby like that, I go to bed. I'm sorry, you touch me. I can't. No way. Nangusha kwata makakuti na tola mabwena akula. They will help me. So they are dealing with somebody who is psycho. Is not thinking right.
He's
not
need to be
right
caged.
mind.
He's a issue to Yalanda muchisungu muba Facebook baratumpanga mawenzi ya monga baleyo.
Kumwana vye chenda.
Deba tata bakwenyi. Tabakwenyi bia tabakwenyi.
What ni Godira?
Munguru vena bukuba tebule mulika.
Mushi bali kwata nabanyi. Bali kwata bafyashi pandu nenga mwana wandi. Bise pati mwana wandi.
Brala sakara kaoku kamoneka bwino. Kaoku kamoneka bwino. Kabwe kasheni tu kaoku.
Yo ama. Amwishiba because namwishiba umuntu mo teti ekale ale tusunkanya akalufya omutende wa kyalo ifyo twayikala
Emkwe.
tatulefwaya bambi pano batwita bambi pano twali kwatesi busomo twawupirwa tuli babemba twawupirwa omu nombo mulandu wakanwa kama batiro musukubi utukishe mpanga
Emkwe.
Elo no musukubi tukwete ni kambwini ukwele nomba tekuma politics twakula senda the personal twakula na ipo twakula mulasa until akabwelele muri right mind
Adi shiba fena kuishiba watatu. Adi shiba.
Shiba, he doesn't know. Nibali abantu baba oblivious, you know, they are like in their own little world, in their own bubble. Hello, I think nibali abantu bakubati na phone tabayibomfya sana because every mashanda basakala okubati these people, they are trying to kula bomfya politics. I am 19 pendef kondo ebalele eta muno mu 25 inoshita
never it can't never
youth bali endera muone wose bali pa mulabasa pa ma youth majority of Zambian voters, they are all youth bala chita login abaishali kumwansa bombo teji
Vaesa ochulti vaisa panoti vaibomfya. Bali chipa na Zoom.
Ishibana na Zoom app tabakwata pa phone pa mwabo. So bale mwana tuyabaleta riga my elections mu 19 pendef kondo la inoshita. Kids are advanced, times have changed.
Efirya bushiku namyebere nati mwalishiba we muntu lyonsenga mumuto mmobe mwaisula fe twapya wafyarirwe mutu wapya wakulira mutu wapya waupira mutu wapya waya ku school mutu wapya walabomba mutu wapya kyonse ni twapeta so development waishiba ni twapya nga bakula tekabulina ngubulalo ati ni development so nemi tonton kanje byabine byali ke mutu wapya yo balya wiko pira mu nganda mulya babeti ese wise jate mutu tawaita tintu sila chinja. We are in a 21st century where Zambia is our tribe.
Yes.
Not Isemuleland. Anybody can wake up anywhere and go live anywhere he or she wants and settle there. Not mwambie kutita divide. I think in Alanda sana mweba saraba mfumulekeni mbwelele panchi to.
Therefore kumiseke shopota mlaya. So if you mulera ndefa kwatinga wafyarirwe kulwansha. So bambi they are stuck in time. People are stuck in time. Mulebo shana tuwale kula tumadoiri tuwale anshika pasipuna. Inge wa mumayanda imina wakwata madoiri ya ini naba anshika pasipuna.
Utupikulo mayo. Aita isa na munyo yoku na ngwaya kumoya ina mano ya tupikulo. Atiyama ito wale vikilo tupikulo mulandu wa lukungu pandu kwa lukungu yetu so ito tinga na isa no lukungu ilanse kipuna jita tuwakasanki so
yali fashion yakale yali pita yali fashion video tudoi mwayanshika namba abantu 2021 nabachiri no tudoi ema politics yabakambwiri it's a shame.
Bonse pamo, there are a bunch of Kambwiris. We can't just say Kambwiri mami. Because like Mr. Sakara said earlier, if the president was in a reasoning, you would have just stopped Kambwiri at Muninane. If you're under Fiabu Puva, we have Murufumu, Vengefi Valanda Sakala. You know, he can't. Is the president supposed to stop such insolence? Now it's quiet. You see that?
Mama is like Kale, Twale Monatumu Kashana Musuma, Afulia Vala ki have pity for Timuka Timuri State. Now, people could have Tatafuela choto. Tatakwete chiyafu pitikoti.
Emkwe.
Tayari chitapeni. Paka kambwila letu mwete kumahafu pitikoti.
I know, twalelera ngatakwete half pitch coach. Kuonera ndefa half pitch coach. Nobody knows abana bashinoshuta bayishwa na half pitch coach. Abakashaka. Yeah, lipiteshta. Yeah, half pitch coach.
Atinacho kwatana masenke vele kuifamu.
Na manesi.
Mali leka pano kuficha.
Mkwali kabili nishita nomba bena ma politics wale tulekela.
Bana ma politics ya ma half pitch coach no tudoiri.
Balo beli ya uma. Baingira kubwendo bwa chimperesha. Atira makanta lekele sokwima. Mane pindo limo. Ishari kigea chinja bena tabale chinja. Makanta lekele sokwima. Bakesa imane pindo limo bakeshi batisa bale chitafiri. Tafilingiro kwa mchalo tesu cha Zambia.
Aba honorable HS mukayeto na wira kofi mukayechitu yako defend kumpulungu ko kuna kumbalo.
Mugwaitu alicha defend kaleba kwena nangu bangesha. Bale na besho kobola betu bateko kumpulungu ala mugwaitu alichinja kale. Umwena mpulungu alicheta pusi. Ero takabwelezo kali.
Awe honorable mure watoba wala sana. Mure watoba mure.
Yama ukute kutoba wala kulanda tekishinka ito kwile kyaba. Ero babula kambwili ushaishibe mpulungu shaishibe bena mpulungu bale kwaya bamulembera amanoti kyakuyala nati piwa suka ama question bale kano moko kutama question nati yo na tulipila airtime pano bekani ndande ni palali because the man knows if people were to ask him questions ngabati mwebe fili nomba achichenjela chibutuka unomwaka bale
What happened in yes
London
what happened in Eastern Province kuli Ignatius Banda? He failed to answer the same questions you have just outlined now. You see, he was questioned to say imamulera ndati yo balebwelela po nomba balebwelela po kwisa because even the laws I think where you passed it through need dust load and then vaikala po more than 7 years but mulanda balebwelela which projects are they going to do? And then most projects in Eastern Province are donated by my organization and then here they are coming to launch those projects to say no, what we've done is this and that to people of Eastern Province. So which projects are you going to continue working on? Because they have nothing to show to the people. Yes, sir.
Mkwai ni vyofile mea mwe testimony mukamona mumpulungu constituency bakabwela monelia kwa na mungu mukomva venga bambo kupenda mukamona difference akabapo panatu bakindaira bale fwana ngota bale fwaya ero efipa Wednesday nala ipatikishambe pa program ku study na kambinka ya posa shaka posa amabwenkala bebe ya chini nokubatulika bela mbepera abantu bandi ngamwamona abantu bamwe bali ba ignorant msende ignorance y'abantu mulebatika bali luka tabali fipu bangefe bali kali abena Zambia tomba nabacha
Emkwe
yo twamuli Samfya tatupwa kusala kale twala kumana kuli lulya lubali lumbi
Emkwe
twatotera mkwai. See you soon guys.
Awa kosakala ifine mwatusha efo mukatusangana mara utatwala lapo tatwakalale twaba panjito twaba lwendo
Emkwe tufule twaikatana ifine ngama banzi until ufyama election yafike
Emkwe
Thank you, sir.
You are very welcome, my sister. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you, ma'am.
It's up to you. Simon, you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. I don't have much to say tonight. I just want to quickly say that about the issue of Vakambwiriabo. What PF is forgetting is that when people try to react, because we've let Vakambwiri be on rampant, doing whatever he's doing for a long time. So when people try to react, that tribalism Okay, so far he's been abusing the Tongas, he's been abusing the Lozis, but you've not heard any Lozi was voicing out against him. Okay, we've not heard any Tonga rising to speak against him. If Tongas and Roses start reacting, then they will say Mamona tribalism. Yeah, it's the same thing with the issue of cadalism, with the issue of killing people. Now they're crying that UPND are killing their people. The question is, who started it first? Okay, we should learn to say that when people are seeing that the authorities, people are supposed to speak for them, are not doing anything, I want to react. Okay, so but President Lungu should not be surprised if people from the southern will start attacking the Tonga, I mean the Bembas and the Easterners, the way the Shimakambwiri is doing. Will they cry foul? Just like they are letting this man be on the loose like that. Okay, and then issue intimidation. We've already spoken about this intimidation. Now the deploying of the army, the military, whatever they're bringing in, is also a way of trying to bring intimidation in people. But we still say a resolved mind, you cannot defeat it. Zambians have a resolved mind. They know what they're supposed to do. So whether army or whoever the PF government is going, that's what I had for tonight.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Actually, you know, yesterday, our live yesterday, we went into Tonga, Naba Mulima. So he talked like the same message he shared in Tonga. So I'm just appealing to people. If you are from a different tribe, inbox me your number so that you can come on and we can campaign in your language. And what I did to message Yaba Mulima, I created a small, I cut it, I trimmed the video, and I just named in the election updates in Tonga, and then we can distribute it among the Tonga people. But what I wanted to say was that when we were talking, because I am Tonga and Rosie, so when we were talking in Tonga, I was so happy, and there were comments like, "Can you language Tonga?" I'm like, "Tula language remember pano." Nobody tells us to stop.
No, nobody talks about it. Yes,
yeah, we are one Zambia, one nation, 73 tribes. If somebody is comfortable in speaking in Tonga, let them speak. If somebody is comfortable in speaking in Mbunda or Tokaila, this is a culture we are supposed to promote, a culture of diversity. Yes. And embracing all our differences to live as one.
Yes, yes.
Juba, you can come in. Thank you. You are on mute. Juba, you are on mute.
Yes, I'm saying according to the topics that you outlined, we have topics like the opening of schools on 5th August. This is what we are saying, that this is a government of Chipante-Pante. They are just busy selecting grades to open. What of other grades? What will happen to them? They're saying grades, grade 9, grade 10, 11, and 12 for boarding schools. But others, grade 8s and grade 10s for secondary schools, they are not there. So what will happen to those who are in boarding, because they will cover, whilst those in day schools, they will not cover those topics. So will they have the same exams in grade 12, or they have the same exams in grade 9? So this is what we really complain about PF. We don't just complain. Babuka fyoruchero na maplans yambia ambifya ya which pante. Evita tulefwaya tuleva fumisha hapo. Let's come again to the issue of Zambia Army. Bazafu na mwamba ama being a partisan. Iya go at muleka nyawa akainde ichide mukula bomfya indeke. Finish mulepiro, because this is a time of election. Let's be fair. Let's give an opportunity to each and everyone, so that he cannot cry foul at the end of the period. Give him what he deserves. If he wants to go to Wapula, why should you deny him? veyako kunani vale vapuroka ero nomba tore mpera kofi nombe voti konse nomba komune mukanyo ko nomba ngangutereko tukampere voti ero takabire nokupita fye monse because na abantu na vakali resolved na tontonkanya kala pa kuvotera na beshiva eva campaign manager because vakainde chile makonsoko vale pera insto as a campaign manager so na beshiva
my brother.
Yes, my brother.
Don't worry about Rwapula. Igo wanu nikunwali. Derwadi mumali. Na bamuwera abantu. People from Samfya, they confronted the police. So I in fact Nachilanda professor. Rwapula is no longer a PF stronghold. If indeed it was a stronghold, in it, I was among the people who took program Yaba President HH. For province. Lungu had no program to come to Rwapula. We went there, Pariba Commission, Papa Central Police. We delivered the program to our pera. They said, okay, let me look at it. But PF Tobacco program. Upon hearing that it's coming to Rwapula. Now when I Rubaima.
But issue kwati vakainde ichirema vala vakunani kurwapula vamona vati fyaravi vavutuka wangu kunorthern uko vaasha kunorthern ativo twakurwapula
pressure.
But what about program? Pressure. Who put pressure hapo pene? Hapa naomba na tuamba slogan faka pressure. Epo tuambile naomba slogan hapo. Vale lila.
If he thinks he's going to manage, let him be here up to election day, so that atushiro kukumbi huku these other 9 provinces. Let him be here up to election day. Lungu ave kuno up to election day. So that he these other 9 provinces.
Kai vena vale patoro Rwapula yabo. Rwapula te yabo iyo. Inonsta na ichinja. Ngavale to no ati Rwapula yabo. Vara papana sanu.
That's history. In fact, Rwapula you can say it was for Sata by then, not for Lungu. This time